All right, Texans Patriots tonight. Here's DeMeco Ryans, first-year coach, his first game as a head coach. Houston Texans on the expectations for rookie quarterback C.J. Stroud tonight.
Yeah, as CJ goes out in his first game, as with all our rookies, what do I want to see from those guys? I just want to see those guys not blink. I want to see them go out and continue to do what they've done in practice, not try to make too many big plays or try to put the team. It's just about them focusing on their craft and what they're doing. It's nothing. I want to see guys go out and not make it too big. I want to see that the game isn't too big for guys. I want to see guys go out and operate efficiently, guys fly around, have some fun playing the game.
There's a great moment in the movie Invincible from 2005 when Marky Mark is out there, and the way they filmed it, it gives you that sense of, holy crap, look at what I found myself in the middle of. And
right.
That gets to what DeMeco Ryans is saying. He wants them to not be overwhelmed by the moment. And that gets to what you were saying earlier. That's why there's value in the preseason. It's a chance to ease your way into the very hot bathtub of week in and week out regular season football.
That's it. That's right. You know, that's where it's just about getting comfortable so you could be at your best when the regular season does come around. You know, like I was saying, that was the moment for me. I mean, I can remember breaking the huddle in Tokyo, playing the New York Jets, and being like, holy crap, I'm on ESPN and I'm playing preseason football in the NFL and all that's happening. Wait, what did that crazy John Gruden say in my ear to be ready for here? You know, I mean, that's how it is. You do become a little bit of a deer in the headlights. Your dream is coming true, and it all hits you all at once. So,
yeah.
You know.
And it's turned into a nightmare.
Right. Now they want to hit me, and ref, blow the whistle. Please, protect me. But it's that's the things that the young guys need to get used to. And there's even some veteran guys who like to have those reps and just get used to what it's like to have that feeling and the pregame warm-up, and all those are things that help you get comfortable for that regular season week one. And it's, of course, especially prevalent with the rookie players, the rookie quarterback even more so, but there's second, third, and fourth year guys who are also going to have those same feelings, and this will go a long way to, you know, making them feel comfortable. How about that guy right there, John Mechie, right? He hasn't played. You can't tell me preseason ain't important for him. They're trying to find a slot receiver. He had cancer last year. He's back. Now he gets a chance to play and get used to the game again so he can protect himself and be at his best. And that's what I'm just excited to see some of those type of guys, Mike, and evaluate them and see how important they're going to use, you know, how important they are to the offense, how much they're going to use them. And those are the little things you can kind of take from the preseason.
And by the way, the Texans making no bones about the fact that C.J. Stroud is QB1. I'm looking at their unofficial depth chart. There is no or between C.J. Stroud, Davis Mills, Case Keenum. It goes Stroud 1, Mills 2, Keenum 3. He's the guy. Stroud's the guy. All these rookie quarterbacks, the three taken in the top 4 picks, will be starting week one. The only caveat is this: Anthony Richardson or Gardner Minshew, which may just be another effort 2 years later to try to trade Gardner Minshew like the Jaguars did by creating a phony competition between him and Trevor Lawrence back in 2021. The other side tonight, though, the Patriots.
Yeah.
It's not a true competition. Mac Jones is listed as the starter, but Bill Belichick has been just equivocal enough to make us say, is there an opening for Bailey Zappi to overcome Mac Jones? Here's Bill Belichick talking about his quarterback plans for Thursday night's game against the Texans.
What's your plan for Thursday night for the snap counts for each quarterback?
Yeah, I'm still working on that. But the players who are least experienced will get the most playing time, I can tell you that.
Will Mac start?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, Mac started, I don't know. I mean, sometimes I think he's just being dismissive. Sometimes I think he does know, and he's just not telling us.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Agree.
Maybe it's the whole pizza party experience.
He's full of it when it comes to that stuff. He's full of it. Like when he was starting to say, I'm not a travel agent. No, but there's a travel agent in the building who reports to you with everything. So you knew. Like, don't give me that crap. He likes to just, give you a hard time. I don't know why, but there's something to it. He has some reason.
Yeah, and look, I do believe that, and I saw that somebody, one of the Twitter accounts that aggregate things that we say into hut microphones thought this was a big deal. I believe that Bill Belichick would like Bailey Zappi to beat out Mac Jones.
Wow.
I just think that is a leftover from last year. Mac Jones was sufficiently upset and sufficiently willing to voice his displeasure with the Bill Belichick offensive Frankenstein monster that I don't think you just forget about it and move on and everything's fine. But Mac Jones is the better guy. So as long as Mac Jones is better, he's the guy. I just think that Bill Belichick would prefer to be able to put Mac Jones on the bench and think he's going to win football games with Bailey Zappi. But it's up to Zappi and it's up to Jones. I think for now, Jones is the guy. He wouldn't be the first guy on the depth chart. But you know what? 2 years ago at this time, Cam Newton was the first guy on the depth chart in New England, and how'd that work out for him?
Yeah, that's right. And yeah, that he made a mistake. Mac Jones went on fire during that last little joint practice scrimmages against the Giants, and that gave the Patriots the confidence to go, you know what? The hell with Cam. Mac's ready. Let's do it. Right? Can there be a moment like that this spring? Maybe. Or summer? Yeah, sure. Could that happen in the preseason? Maybe. Do I agree with you that Belichick, in some ways probably wants to stick it to Mac Jones to a degree because of last year? I don't doubt that, but I don't think he'll go so far to, like you're saying, to hurt the football team. And I think Mac Jones is clearly better than Bailey Zappi. That's for sure. And that's where, I think we'll see that. That's the thing I'm excited for tonight too. Not necessarily that I know we're not going to see huge game planning, Mike, but from the get-go last year and preseason, we were like, wait, there's two receivers that are in the same area and things don't look good and they're not on the same page. And I just don't think we'll see an offense that looks like that in New England tonight. And I think you'll see a guy in Mac Jones who is going to be more comfortable and cocky and more the guy he was in year one because he's going to feel like, damn, I'm being coached. I got answers for everything now. So I feel good about it. I'd be shocked if Bailey Zappi made this interesting. I still think Mac Jones is a damn good player.
Think of how weird it was last year.
It was.
For everybody.
Yeah.
The players, the members of the staff, everybody. We didn't know who the hell was calling the plays. That was one of the storylines for the preseason opener. Hey, who's calling the plays?
Yeah, right?
Well, it's Joe Judge. Well, it's Matt Patricia.
Right.
And I think Belichick had a competition between the two of them in the preseason to see which guy would call the plays. And meanwhile, in the locker room, sources close to me tell me, they were thinking that Adam Gase was going to ride in and run the offense.
Yeah.
That was the end result here.
Right.
That surely they were going to get a coach with actual experience running an offense, not a guy that's been a defensive coach for years, a special teams coach for years, and just throw it to them and say, do your best. So this year, very different because now Billy O's back, Bill O'Brien, back from Alabama, back into the NFL. What will you be looking for specifically as it relates to the offense? We assume that guys will be lined up in the right spot. We assume we won't have any mysteries as to who's calling the plays. What do you expect when you see the plays unfold tonight?
There's a crispness in an offense that is coached well and doing the right things. Whether it's the protections the right way, the execution of the play, and the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands, and you feeling like, ooh, he looks very comfortable back there. Usually that's because a coach has sent out the proper messages for each play and sold that to the players, and they feel comfortable with it. It's the spacing of, like we talked about, with receivers down the field that was off last year. You look at little things that we take for granted and go, wait, why did that slot receiver go outside that defender to cross the field? It took him forever. He wasn't there. He was the number one read, right? And now we're going, wait, Mac Jones doesn't look good. He looks like he's panicking. Well, yeah, his number one read went over to East Jabib over here to get over to the middle of the field, so that didn't work. And now those are the things that I think will be worked out, the kinks in the offense, and that you won't see any of that. So that's what I kind of look for, Mike, stuff like that. And then just even, I feel like with a team like this, they got some questions at wide receiver. They'll find a way early in these preseason games to feature one of the guys that they want. Hey, we need you to, take the next step, whether that's Tyquan Thornton or whatever. Those are the little things I look for to go, ooh, they like what he's doing at camp, so now they're trying to get him the ball in week 1 to get him going and get the confidence going so they can really depend him on week 1 in the regular season. I think those are the things I try to check out, Mike.
That is one thing. You're talking about Tyquan Thornton and the receivers.
Yeah.
The unofficial depth chart. Now, they don't go 3 receivers. Some teams do. The Patriots have 2 receivers and 2 running backs. But Tyquan Thornton is listed as backup to Devontae Parker, and Juju Smith-Schuster is listed as backup to Kendrick Bourne, which kind of surprised me.
Yeah.
Kind of surprised me.
Yeah.
That Juju hasn't earned a spot in the starting lineup. But again, they got 2 receivers that are showing, and they got the 2 running backs, Ramondre Stevenson and Ty Montgomery, as the 2 guys. Montgomery this year, he didn't play much last year. He had an injury that wiped out almost all of the season. Montgomery is one of those guys to watch in this offense. He's got some of that Swiss Army knife capability.
Exactly.
He's been a receiver in the past. Remember, he wore number 88, I think, at first, and then they moved him to running back in Green Bay, and he's been more of a running back in recent years. But he's a guy that can line up in a bunch of different spots, and Bill O'Brien could find creative ways to really have him be an impact this year for the Patriots.
Be their James White, right? The guy they can depend on, like we talk about even with Alvin Kamara yesterday. The guy you can trust in pass game situations, that he's going to read the coverage the right way. Like you said, ex-receiver, knows how to run routes to their capabilities. So I agree. I would think there's going to be more of a role for him in that department this year, with having a full off season to play around with him there. They don't really have that guy on the roster either. So that's where it's interesting. Mike, you talked about the receivers too, right? Yeah, Tyquan Thornton, what can he be? Devontae Parker, we kind of know. We know Juju Smith-Schuster. Kendrick Bourne, I've heard, has had a very good camp up there. So they're excited about that. And the other guy to watch for is Demario Douglas, a kid they took in the 6th round out of Liberty. He's a guy that I know has made some, eye-popping plays and running some routes in the slot where it's caught the attention of people. There's New England finding, diamond in the haystack there. But, that's what I'm excited to see. Some of those guys, like you said, we're going to be out there and you're going to go, wait, who is this guy? Oh, Demario Douglas. Ooh, they're throwing him the ball a lot. And those are the things you can go, ooh, they like him. That's why they're throwing him the ball a lot, and they're trying to grow him as a player. So those are some things to watch out for from New England.
If they like him, they're being coy about it on the unofficial depth chart. He's running 4th team behind Smith-Schuster, Trey Nixon, the 3rd stringer. There's Demario Douglas with Matthew Slater, who never plays receiver. I don't know why they even bother to put him on the receiver depth chart. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.